bro, because I feel like we have a lot of questions coming from both sides. So you know what? We're going to do something new. It's impromptu. We're going to do a Q&A because I think that it's time that we do a Q&A. I think people want to know more about us, and this is a good opportunity to introduce us, you know what I'm saying, to the people that's watching on your channels, people watching on my channel. So if anybody has any questions out there, please put your question in my chat or Prod's chat, you know what I'm saying, and we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be fucking awesome.
Wait, I actually still have a sprinkler. I was cleaning my room and I found it.
Oh, you still, so bro, hold on. So you saved the sprinkle for yourself because, you know, you didn't want to throw it on the ladies at the con. Is that what happened?
I have one. I only have one left.
I only have one. I have. You know what's funny?
Everybody, put your titties all in one side.
I have your big one up here. I'm so sorry that I forgot about it, but you know I had to rush back because I had some family stuff to deal with and stuff like that. But I got you. I would like to know exactly how long your streams are. Oh, I think you wanted to know how long something else was, but we're gonna keep it at the streams. Me personally, recently
8 hours.
Damn, not 8 hours. I like to keep my streams around 2 or 3 hours at that point because I don't want to oversaturate people, you know what I'm saying, with my content and stuff like that. What about you, Pride? How long are your streams? How long do they run?
I mean, I'm pretty much a stamina junkie when it comes to like streaming. So it's like, it all depends on how I feel. Like sometimes like I'll get on and I'm like, I could go about like 8 rounds of streaming. Where it's like I might play Fortnite, I might play fucking Brawlhalla, I might watch food videos, I might take personal requests, I might go back to Brawlhalla, and then so with me it's all about the games and pretty much.
Said Bear, on your longest, was that the D2 raid? I think one of the longest streams I ever
24?
Huh?
Wasn't it 24?
Yeah, I did a 24-hour stream, but I was playing my all-time favorite game. If y'all don't know, if it ever comes up as a trivia thing, my all-time favorite game is Final Fantasy VII. And so I played the remake for 24 hours. So that was my longest stream that I've ever done. And it wasn't even 24 hours. I think I did a total of 28 hours because I was so invested in that game. So it's pretty serious. For real.
What's the topic? I mean, I think all topics, you put 18 plus, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely for me, for sure.
Oh, yeah, we good.
Yeah, always.
Good.
It's that I have all kinds of questions. What's the topic? I mean, whatever y'all want. Honestly, I feel like this podcast is all about questions. If y'all want to know more about us, this is the opportunity for y'all to ask questions in each chat, and then we will give you straight up answers. So, one of the questions in my chat from King Jaden is that, do you play any sports games? Not really anymore, me personally, because what I've come to realize is that a lot of the sports games are more the same, but with different like names and people on different teams. Like LeBron James is on such and such team this year, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so I kind of stray away from sports games unless it's a sports game that's kind of like Knockout City, which is like dodgeball, where you can play with a bunch of folks. Or what is that? There's a new roller skate game that's out.
Roller. I don't know what it's called, roller something.
Yeah, I like sports. I like sports games like that because we can get a bunch of us on a team and we can just have fun. But like so far as Madden and like FIFA and like MLB and stuff like that, I've kind of strayed away from it. But what about you, Prod? Are you still playing the games like that?
I used to be a very devout 2K streamer and player, but then it's like I don't know, like certain like sports games usually get very repetitive. So it's just like you just buying you're spending $60 every year for the new like DLC or new roster update. But I kind of retired from sports games unless it's like something like you said, like a Knockout City.
I'm sorry. Somebody in your chat was talking about nips and yours were out, so I thought it was only right for me to rub on mine. Sorry.
But yeah, it's like Knockout City is definitely one I play. I will play the roller derby game. Like I'm not against anything.
Yeah, I'm not against so games. I guess my problem with it was like you said, I'm constantly paying for the same game. You know, I understand it's like an updated roster and like they might add like something like my player. You know what I'm saying? They might do things like that. But to me, that's not enough of a change in order for me to invest $60 into a new game. That's my problem.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like for me right now, if they drop the SSX game, I'm buying it.
Right.
Like I haven't played SSX since like SSX 3 or whenever they try to change it to like a full mountain drop thing. So they dropped the revamp of SSX Tricky, I'd play the fuck out of it. NBA Street, I'd play the fuck out of it. NFL Street, I'd play the fuck out of it. But like 2K 23 or 24 or 25, I'm not playing that shit.
I'm good.
I'm good. Just with that.
So another question in my chat from Ken James was favorite mixed drinks or beer. So my favorite liquor overall is always going to be rum. Like any version of rum, I'm all about that. And then beer, despite the fact that I don't drink a lot of beer, there's a beer based out of North Carolina because everybody knows I'm from Virginia, but North Carolina is my home. And there's a beer called Red Oak, which is an amber lager, and I thoroughly love it. The problem is that you can't find it anywhere. Like, I'm gonna have to find like somebody who sells it and then like ships it to me because currently I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and I fucking hate it here. So
I mean, if you could send me the name of it, like, send it in the Discord, and I got you.
Really, you think you can find it? Because I've been looking, and it's not been easy trying to find it for real.
Oh, Ari says, what is it? She can't tap in your thing yet because I think after the bots it takes some time. But she said we're in NC and she's traveling to Nashville tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Well, personally, I used to live in Raleigh. Well, I used to live in Cary, North Carolina, which is right outside of Raleigh.
Ooh, Cary! I was in Cary like a long time ago. I got people out there.
Bruh, I'm going to tell you something. All right, so people that know me can tell you that I love Cary, North Carolina, and I'm moving back as soon as I possibly can. And even though Cary is very high acidity, what I love about Cary is that it's right outside of Raleigh, and that if I want to go to the city and do stuff, I can. But if I want to have this, I guess, rural living situation, there's parts of Cary where I can have that. Like, I'm a country boy. I grew up on a farm, if you can't tell how big and burly a nigga is right now. But I grew up on a farm. And so, like, I love the balance of the city because I used to live in New York and, like, places like that. So I love being
New York.
You know what I'm saying? NYC all day. I love being close to the city, but I love being on the outskirts. And so what Cary gave to me was the ability to be on the outskirts but be close to a city. So I'm a firm believer. And I really thought that Nashville was going to be kind of that way because I live right outside of Nashville. But Nashville is very one-dimensional. Like, there's no anime, there's not a lot of gaming and stuff like that. So for me personally, I have a hard time like being okay here. So naturally, I'm trying my best to move back to North Carolina. So there's that.
The original question about the mixture, I think my go-to will always be a Moscow Mule. It just hits something different. Moscow Mule, I can get that anytime, any place, just because how simple it is, and also the glass it comes in, the little challenge, bro. Like, once I was like, man, I could be out here and be like, boom, out here with my mule glass, or I would take like a Cadillac. A Cadillac margarita or, anything with Hennessy. I like my alcohol straight. I like my alcohol to taste like alcohol. That's just me.
Yeah. I don't do a lot of mixed drinks anymore either. For real. Like,
hey, what's up, LV?
What's popping to everybody in both chats? I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Shake them to the.
All right, so we got another question in the chat. And the Mighty Now Prod chat, y'all got to come up with some questions now. You know what I'm saying? Because this is Q&A with the Melanin Kingz. Let me know. But right now, King asks, favorite rap artist and musician. So you went first. Go ahead. I went first last time, so go ahead, sir. What you got?
Favorite artist, musician. If we're doing like an all-time thing, I'd say all-time. difficult. I'm gonna go to the first part. My favorite rapper of all time would always be like Ludacris. I love Ludacris. Like Ludacris will always be undefeated in my book. There's always been like some changes. Like Jay-Z was good at the time, or somebody else was up there. Lupe was up there, but Ludacris always was very consistent to me because I like not the southern twang, but also the diversity in Ludacris's flow. He's always something different.
Okay.
But, all time like musician, I would always say Prince. Prince was a decoratedly amazing musician.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there's something about Prince's music that was so okay. Just in general, when we're talking about like genres of music, there was something about that era of music that incorporated so many different genres. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, black music, melanin music, has always been a culmination of like all different types of genres. We're talking about rap and rock and R&B and then like jazz and just all these different things. And so when you think about artists from back then, the real prolific artists like Prince, like Michael Jackson and stuff like that, it wasn't one genre. You know what I'm saying? It was literally everything. Even taking it back further, like James Brown and stuff like that, like these artists took all these different types of music and made this beautiful love child of music. You know what I'm saying? So when you look back at those artists, you really have to give them props for doing, because honestly, those artists, they stand above like all these other artists today. There's no shots at like today's music, for real. I'm an old man, but like I'm not taking shots at nobody. But the difference between today's music and music back then is that you can literally pick apart different like artists and say that, oh, this song was associated with rock, this song was associated with jazz, this song was R&B, this song was this. You know what I'm saying? Like they had so much under their like umbrella of music that it was fucking ridiculous. Like a lot of artists can't do that today, for real.
Oh, nah. A lot of artists now are just like whatever they do. And that's not to slight them or shade them, because like that wasn't a thing you really needed to do back then. Like, now you could just be a singer, and like now you could be just a dancer. Like you don't have to be that. Like before, when you went to a James Brown, Michael Jackson, like they was out here, dancing and singing and playing the instrument, and sometimes having to do that. Like it was like that was what they had to do as to separate themselves. Let me see. Question: if you created a dating profile, what would it say?
Oh shit.
Let me get my phone. I got you. You go first, but I got it.
Oh, that's such a weird question. Okay. If I had to create a dating profile today, I think the first thing I would put up there is that I am a very honest person. I am very straightforward. I don't like to mince words. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I like what I like. And those are not requirements. You don't have to like the things that I like. But the one thing that I require from a relationship is that I require the ability for you to have some level of intelligence and for us to share. All right. And what I mean by that is that when I talk to someone, because again, unfortunately, I'm single these days, you know what I'm saying? But when I talk to someone, the one thing that I want is for us to sit there and exchange information. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be like, hey, so I don't know something about something that you're really into. Do you mind if I tag along and learn? And I want that person to guide me through. Be like, hey, well, I'm into fucking snowboarding, all right? Well, I mean, that's a...
I'm into fucking too.
That's a whole nother conversation. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're into something that I'm not into. Can you please like guide me through? Because if it was me, then I'm gonna guide you through things that you don't know about. Like I'm very versed in like anime or gaming and stuff like that. Like especially fighting games. So like if you don't know, then I'm gonna say, hey, do you want to go to a tournament with me? And I would expect the person I'm with, even though they're not into it, I would expect them to go, hey, well, let's fucking go to this tournament. And then we could talk about things. I'm not trying to be not more knowledgeable than my partner, but I want to share what I love with my partner. And I want my partner to share what they love with me. So if there was anything on my dating profile, it would be something alluding to that. So, I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. What would be on your profile? I'm thoroughly curious.
I suck at profile bio bullshit. I am terrible at those things.
Right.
Because it's like you gotta narrow yourself in about 250 characters. I'm like, listen, like it's just too much work. What I usually do if I'm really feeling like it, I usually just copy what I put on fucking Twitter. So my Twitter stuff goes as follows. Of course, kingly, vegan. When I'm going back. Pro-black, of course. Do-rag lover, bonnet, addict. Energy investor, part-time, it's always part-time. Part-time liver, full-time sexual being. You gotta put that out there. Like, some people are like, oh yeah, you're gonna be in a relationship. And I'm like, I'm cool, Just know, once you locked in, you locked in. We gonna go at it like we got 99 lives on this Mario board. Like, we going.
We're doing this.
We going, and it's nothing but, this what's gonna happen. It said, tell us more about the energy investing. Well, how I describe it is,
I'm about to say, 'cause this is very important, sir. So I definitely want to hear more about this.
With the energy investing?
Yes, of course.
Oh, so me personally, like, energy, and I don't spell energy like regular people spell energy, like ENERGY. I spell energy INNRGY. So it's like your energy, your innermost whatever. Not whatever, but I personally feel like energy cannot be destroyed or created. So once you give somebody energy, you give them power. And if you take energy, you take that power away from each other. In order to give, so I'm one of those people, like, I don't put my time in something that I feel like is not gonna work. And like, even if you could be the smartest person, the tallest person, the richest person, but if I don't feel like it's gonna go anywhere or grow anywhere, I just don't invest my time, or I don't put myself in those things. Like, my biggest goal is to sleep at night. Like, if I could sleep at night, it's not gonna give me no problem. So it's like, so if I invest my energy in you, I want you to be great. Like, forget a relationship. I'm investing time in you. Like, I'm gonna check up on you. I'm gonna see if you good. Like, good morning text. What's popping? Did you eat? Did you breathe today? Are you breathing now? 3 seconds. Breathe again, nigga. Like that's just how it is. So I need people to realize, like, I'm all about vibe. I'm a vibe sexual. That's what I am. I'm a vibe sexual. Vibe ain't hitting. I ain't hitting. That's it.
Yeah, and the funny about that is that I'm the same exact way. Like, because again, let's be honest, we live in a society where, like, people are all about instant gratification. It's all about, like, oh, what can you give me right now? Like, no one takes the time to actually invest into the other person. And what's crazy about that concept is, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, you can come over and I can smash and we can have a good time and all that stuff. Let me smash. You know what I'm saying?
Let me smash.
We can do that, right? We can do that. But the big thing about that is, like, what people don't understand about, like, just having sex is that you're still putting your energy into someone else. You're still taking the time to, not only put your energy to someone else, but, getting that energy for someone. And if that energy is negative or not the energy for you, because again, not all energy is negative. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't mesh. But whatever the case may be, you're accepting that energy into your soul, your body, and that can be detrimental to you. Not every piece of energy belongs to you, or do you want to give that your energy out to other people? You can't do that. So you have to be wary of what you're actually doing out here, because again, it could put you in a bad place. I know me personally, like, I want to know you as a person. Like, for me to actually, and then we're just talking about this physical sex in general, for me to put my time into you, I want to know what you like. I want to know what you need. If I want to fully like enjoy this physical altercation that we're having, then I want to make sure that I know what's going on. Why the fuck would I want to be out here just smacking your cheeks up and you don't like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm putting effort into this situation, so the least I can do is know what you like and you know what I like, so we can actually get something productive out of this. I don't like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the mediocre. I don't like the mundane shit. So like, either we're doing it the right way or we're not doing it at all. You know? So yeah, I completely understand the whole like putting your energy into someone, because fuck that shit. Like, I'm only doing it with the best. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck all that.
I mean, like, if you ain't got no connection, like when you have a connection, like that makes the sex the most, like, the best. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, I have no problem with one night stands and hookups. Like, those things are like, but those are what they are. Like, sometimes people go into those things. It's like, oh, we could be something bigger than this, and it's like, if we not having an agreement or like a communication or understanding of what this is, I'm not even gonna like step into it. Like, if you feel like, if you're teetering on this could be a relationship thing and I'm not on that same level, I'm not even gonna have sex with you, just because I don't want to give you that like that false hope. Because I've been on the receiving end of those false hope situations, and it sucks. Like, no one likes those situations. No one wants to be like, I'm an asshole, but I'm an asshole up front. So like, not an asshole. I'm very straightforward. I'm very straightforward up front. So you don't set yourself up for failure. You don't think that, oh, he texted me this morning, he wants to be with me. It's more like, yo, I'm texting you because last night you got drunk as shit and you was posting you twerking on the top of a moving car. Are you good? Like,
right.
Are you good?
Right.
Like, I will send you text messages like that and not have any type of interest in that type of, connection. But I'm like, yo, you good. If I have your number, I have your name, I know your name, I'm following you, I care about you in a general sense.
Right.
At least, I care about your, if you breathe and stuff. You got some sunlight, you touch some grass, you twerked a little bit that day. Like, I care, Tell me about it. Was it the left cheek that got the most attention? Was the right one,
Yeah, what's popping with that? All right, yeah. So I have a question. Tiger said, Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donut? Now, first of all, personally, I don't know about Pride here, because Pride has a very slim demeanor and body shape. But as a fat man, I don't care. If I'm being real, you know what I mean? It depends on which one I'm closest to. Now, what I will say, that if that light is on, probably Krispy Kreme. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was going to be my answer. Is the light on?
Is the light on?
If the light is on, I'm getting the Krispy Kremes. I'm getting like I'm getting a dozen or a half or 2 dozen. I'm eating like the dozen, but then I'm like refrigerating the other ones, and I'm gonna use it for breakfast. Have you ever had breakfast on a Krispy Kreme donut? Like, my goodness.
Now hold on. Now what I will say, sir, is that I feel, because personally I like blueberry. For those who don't know, I'm a big blueberry fan. I feel like Dunkin' Donuts have the blueberry game down pat versus Krispy Kreme.
Dunkin' Donuts. What Dunkin' Donuts has is Dunkin' Donuts has variety.
Yes.
Yes. Like, Krispy Kreme is one of those, like, Krispy Kreme is a role player. Like, Krispy Kreme ain't gonna get no rebounds. Krispy Kreme ain't gonna get no steals. Krispy Kreme ain't gonna play no defense. Krispy Kreme is gonna give you 40 points shooting threes in that corner. That's what Krispy Kreme gonna do. Dunkin' Donuts is an all-around player. You don't know what you're gonna get some days. You might get 20 points. You might get -5 somehow. Right. You might get 20 rebounds. You might get an injury. But you got multiple stats. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, like, you can go to Dunkin' Donuts and get, like, actual breakfast. You can get coffee. You can get those culottes. You can get, like, a whole lot of things. Like, they got that game breakfast, like, wholesale thing on lock, but
right.
If we talking donuts, we just talking donuts,
just donuts.
I'm like, we just talking just basic donut. I'm going to Krispy.
Yeah, it's that light.
Some days I wake up and I'll be like, yo, I want to a strawberry field donut, I gotta go to Dunkin', and get the little bites, the little munchkins.
All right, so we have 3 questions, so we want to make sure we're getting through all these talks. So King Jaden asks, "What are your thoughts on Young Thug and Gunna pick up the Rico charge?" Okay,
I'll go first.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Rico charges are very, very big. It's not like you're back in the class and it's like somebody was talking. It's like, oh, there. You go to the principal's office, and it wasn't you. Rico charges are accumulated over a long period of time.
Yeah.
With a lot of facts. Some things are really proven and looking into, and some things aren't. So, somebody to stack Rico charges on you, that means they have a case. I don't know how full or true those things may be, but you have enough that the court has looked at it already.
Right.
I don't know because particularly don't necessarily care about it. But if you're doing some shit and you got a case book on a Rico, like, it's hard to beat a Rico case. It's really hard to beat those.
Yeah, I'm with you on that as well. Like, it's one thing because again, I don't follow a lot of like celebrities and stuff like that. I really just don't care. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest, but like, if you get to a point where there's a case that's built against you, then at that point there has to be some sort of validity to it, or you have some connection to people that are directly involved. So again, for me to not know, there's really not much I can say about that whole situation, but again, we have to realize that there's some validity to it because there's no way to have an actual case built without there being some truth behind it. So
yeah,
that's what I know about it.
Yeah, now even if that is like someone testifying and saying, even if it's saying like someone on oath said like, hey, this person did this, here's the bank statement. Like, oh damn,
right.
So I think supposedly Young Thug rented a vehicle, and that same vehicle he rented, someone killed somebody in it. Like, it was like, you're tied to that. Like, you may have not done it, but you have now been tied and linked to something. So yeah, it could be allegations, but as long as like there's enough stuff stacked against it, it means it's been more than just one thing. Rico charges are usually about 15 things.
Right.
15 people backing those 15 things. So it's like,
yeah,
that's
something different for real. Now, Ari has a question as well in your chat. Ari says, how do you have a one night stand as a demisexual? Now,
you can answer first.
Okay, I was about to say, because I feel like me and Prod are both demisexual in that regard, and me personally, it's really all about how much of a connection that I have with that person. And this is what I mean. Let's say I go out to a bar, right? I go out to a bar and then me and this person strike up a conversation for whatever reason, and the conversation gets deep. Now, mind you now, if we're talking about a 5-minute conversation, I'm probably not doing anything with that person. But if that conversation goes anything longer than an hour, I guarantee you that if it's on the table, it probably will happen. Now, mind you now, this is on the pretenses that I'm single and that I have the right and open availability to do whatever. But I feel like what people don't understand about people who are demisexual is that it doesn't matter the time frame. It really just matters is the connection itself. Like, if the connection is strong enough, it doesn't matter what the time frame is. Don't get me wrong. The longer the time frame, the stronger the connection, obviously. But again, if I connect with you and we just have a whole ass conversation about some shit and we're sitting there for hours and then all of a sudden the sun is up, yeah, if you invite me back to your place, I'm probably going and we're probably fucking. That's just real. You know what I mean? Like, again, people confuse the time frames associated with being demisexual. I feel like time frames has nothing to do with it. It's literally all about how strong that connection is. I've met people in my life where I was like, why the fuck do I feel like I've known you forever? You know what I'm saying? We can end up fucking. That's real. That's real.
That's pretty much, hammer meets nail. But I think that's the same thing. And like, So is it the sex that breaks the bond? Let me let you answer that question.
You want me to answer it?
Oh yeah, that was her follow up.
And so it's the sex that breaks the bond? No. I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, if you really don't want to know how I personally feel about it, people talk about, oh my God, I had sex on the first day, I'm a hoe. No, because here's the thing. People who are demisexual or sapiosexual, which if I'm not mistaken is the attractiveness to intelligence, right? People that are like that, we are in tune with the people that we're having sex with. So again, if it's there, the sex doesn't break no type of bond. If anything, it probably strengthens it. Because again, you have to understand that people like that base everything off of the information that they receive. So the time frame associated with it has nothing to do with it. You have given me enough information where I can feel this way about you and we can proceed forward and to do the things that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So like, sex doesn't break anything. If anything, I guarantee you it'll strengthen that bond. In my personal opinion and experiences. I don't know how you feel about it, sir, but you know, I'll take it over to you.
I mean, to me personally, like, I don't know if it's just me being like demisexual or just also being me as well. It's like I can compartmentalize the sex and the connection. Like sometimes it's like, you know, I can take my emotions out of the sex part of it. Like when you're close with somebody, as you said, like, oh man, I feel like I've known you forever. Like that's like one of those, damn, like I could have known somebody for like 18 years and we probably sit down and be like, yo, I was sitting here like, man, I would listen to that Lucky Day track or that Blast track, and the way that he sampled that was amazing. She'd be like, yeah, but the way she reversed it, it was amazing. I was like, you heard that too? You heard that reverse that he played back there? It's like, yeah, I loved it. That's my favorite part of the song. I'm like, that's my favorite part of the song too. At that moment, I'd be like, I'd fuck the shit out of you. Like just right there, because that connection is strong right there. Like, and it doesn't matter like how long you known somebody or anything like that. But sometimes like it being a one night stand may just be that. Like you may just wanna, you know, y'all on the same thoughts. And be like, hey, let's get it going. Let's do it. And then after y'all do it, y'all be like, man, that was nice. We can still be cool. You know, we still gonna be cool. Exactly. Now if you hit me up and be like, hey, I'm trying to get part. We can get parts, but like the more valuable thing of that takeaway is the bond that was created. So it's like now I'm bonded with you. Now we're cool. Now we like I feel how you think and stuff like that. So now it's not a sexual thing. Now it's just like we got a bond. Now if we want to revisit that sexual, you know, inclination, we can do it. But
right
now I want to explore more. You know, right. Now I want to see what else we like. I'd be like, shit, how you feel about James Brown? She'd be like, best. And I'd be like, oh, we could do it again now. Like, and now it's just like, right. Oh, I'm just getting she just massaging the wrinkles in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh. Like right. I'm feeling this connection right here. It's like, fuck 5G. It's just us. We sending text messages through the brain like, bow, hello, bow. She look at me across the room. I'm like, okay.
Now, Eric brings up a very point here, a very valid point. It's like, yes, I'm not referring to the start of it, but you can get close in 10 minutes. But the part I'm not understanding is why it doesn't grow from there. Because here's the thing about demisexual and sapiosexual people, right? The big thing associated with both of those is that it's not always long lasting. I know me personally, I've had one night stands that were just one night stands, and I either didn't talk to that person again, or I didn't like, you know, or I did know that person, but we never had sex again. To me personally, the reason why that happened was because in that moment, that person satiated something that I needed. But on the flip side of that, most people think that like one night stands are like dicey and fucking like toxic and stuff like that. They don't always have to be. I'm gonna tell you something. I have friends right now that were one night stands, and we ended up like not ever having sex again, but we share something beyond that. And it wasn't because I didn't enjoy them or they didn't enjoy me. We did what we needed to do in that moment. So again, I think the overall like umbrella of what people think what a one night stand is technically is what I will say for the overall, yes, it's probably true, but for different like categories of people, i.e. demisexual and sapiosexual, it can be something completely different. There are people right now that, you know, can be friends with benefits, you know what I'm saying, and never get into a fucking relationship, mainly because you satiate something that I need in that moment. But I don't need that past that moment. We can be friends, we can be around each other, we can be ride or die for the rest of our lives. But
I could be, you know, the best man at your what? Like I get what you, because it's like sometimes it's like you said, I won't say temporary, but it's like in the moment, and like sometimes like you could be, I won't say I try to take relationships out of it. Some people be in relationships. I don't know. But let's say we both single and we've been there for like 2 years, like you've been like 3 months. I'm like, man, I just want to have sex with somebody who gets it, who just gets it, or I ain't got to talk to about it, and they know what's going on. And sometimes that person who, you know, like you said, satiates or resonates or vibrates on that frequency, that's all you need. Like sometimes you gonna hang out with your friend and like watch a movie, and like you can sit there and they already know the movie to put on, the food to order, and you come in there and just like, oh shit, that's what I need, you know. And this is, you know, it's like it's filling the order, you know. Now, sex doesn't have to be it, and as Bear said, I can also agree. Like, there's some people I had sex with once, and like we are best friends. Like, I went to her wedding. I walked her down the aisle because, you know, that's how close we were, you know. And I'm not sitting there like, man, I hate that. I'm like, man, that bond is crazy. Like, I am giving her away at her wedding. Like, that's like, you know, that's how bonds grow. And sometimes some bonds grow beyond sex, right? And it almost, sex almost say complicates it, like, you know, but it will diminish it. Like, it's like grow. And sometimes some bonds grow beyond sex, and it boom.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I really do. All right, so next question is from Ms. Tonkatoy, and she says, how do each of you feel is the best way to handle when you discover that someone you care about seems to enjoy dealing with in a toxic relationship? Do you think it's best to confront them before cutting ties, or just let it go? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pass this over to Prod first. How do you feel about situations like that?
So I'm guessing, I'm not sure if Miss Tonkatoy is still in here, but discover that someone you care about seems to enjoy dealing in a toxic relationship. So I'm guessing that they are in a relationship that they're not, I won't say not happy about, but it's toxic from my perspective. From my perspective, it's toxic and damaging, and they just enjoy being in it. I mean, the best way to do it is that I do confront it. I do say something. I speak it out. And then at the end of the day, like, I can't control people, you know. As much as I may want the best for people, it's my vantage point, you know, it's my perspective. Like, that may be that shit that gets her going or gets him going, and then like that's they shit. Like, they like being, you know, in a relationship where they yell all night and then wake up, they burned all their energy that they were stressed about and wake up happy. Like, I don't know. But like, from the outside looking in, sometimes when I see like my friends when they're in like a verbally abusive relationship, I just be like, yo, you're like, you sure you good? Because like, I don't really, like, you know, I know you may have some strong feelings, but like, I don't think this is good, you know, healthy for you. And I never try to say like this person is not good for you, but I just say, you know, I'll put it on the healthy tone, you know, mentally, or where you want to be and where you want to grow. And then if people just be like, no, fuck it, I'll do what I want or whatever, like, you can't do much. You can't force somebody out of a relationship. And you can't save everybody. Some people are just gonna stay in and rock out with they gonna sink with the ship, and then they gonna come back and be like, man, I wish I could have. And then you'll feel bad. You may have some resentment, but once you put all the effort you can, as much as it is, I usually, you know, amass a finite amount of energy or tries. I'll be like, hey, need help? You can always, you know, da da da. If if you need somewhere to stay, you can be here. Nah, I'm good. If I'm good to me enough times, I'm like, listen, if you're good, I'm good. I just,
right.
I can't do anything about it. And then I'll back up I'd say, hey, I put my piece in. I was like, listen, I can't be your friend and allow you to be in a situation where I feel this is toxic. I wouldn't want to be in a relationship like this. I wouldn't want to be around this, and I feel bad allowing it, and so I would rather step away from it, because that's just how I'd be. Like, man, I couldn't just sit there, visit your house, and y'all just arguing all night. Like, that would just throw me off. Like, I'd just be like, man,
right.
I don't want to eat this food. It's been yelled at. Like, this food probably tastes angry. I'm gonna take this mac and cheese and just flip out, have some explosive shit. Like, I don't want that. I don't want explosive shit.
Yeah.
But because one of those things. Yeah.
What it boils down to is like, if you like it, I love it. Because I mean, again, it's like you said, I can't make you do anything, right? I can be your friend and show you the love and compassion to say, hey, look, this is not healthy at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be here to show you that this is not the best situation. So again, either you hear me out because you trust me and you love me the way I trust you and love you, or you sit there and ignore what it is. Now, mind you, there's some things about, don't get me wrong, I've been that friend on the outside and be like, hey, look, I don't understand that dynamic. As a matter of goddamn fact, Pride, just this weekend, did we not have a whole conversation about not understanding a dynamic of a relationship, right? I know you, not to call it out, not to call it out, but you know what I'm saying, right? I don't understand the dynamic of this relationship, but if you understand my perspective and you understand where I'm coming from, then you'll be able to hear me out and say that this balance is weird, and I want this to be better. I want this to work out for you. But if it's toxic, then as your friend, as someone that cares for you, I'm gonna point this out, and then it's your decision to hear me out or not. Right?
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can do. It's just like, listen, again, just to bounce that back off. Like, I don't understand it. It couldn't be me. I couldn't be in it on both sides. But if they like it, I love it. I will not yuck somebody's yum, especially if both parties are happy. If both parties are happy and they're doing their bestest to keep it thriving and going. Shit, I'm just gonna be boo-boo the fool at the wedding. I'm just it. I'd be like, damn, I didn't think it would make it this far.
Right. Sitting
at the open bar, like, man, that's crazy.
That's crazy as fuck, matter of fact. I'm diabetic, so I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Well, hello everyone. I am Prod. It is me, one half of the Melanin Kingz Wild Berry. Takes a bathroom break. We'll be a momentarily small intermission. For anybody that has any more questions, please do not hesitate to write them down in either one of our chats, straight out of Tokyo's chat or mine, and we'll be able to let you know anything that you need, and express as much as we can, as detailed as possible, just so your question is fully explained or answered to its maximum possibility. So I try my best. But for everybody that did go to BlurCon, I appreciate for seeing you there. Shout out to Lilac BB. I saw her in real life. I almost fainted. I was at the bar and I was drinking this vibranium drink, and then Lilac pulled up and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Lilac. I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm not even worthy. And she came in there all melanated and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow. She was looking right. She was looking so right that Instagram had to take some of her stuff down. But yeah, Practical Dancer. Hello. It me, Pride. It's Fit is Fire. Thank you. It's gonna be one of my in-house things. You know what I'm saying? Got him with the Hoochie Daddy combo. I would stand up, but listen, I don't know. I don't know about y'all heathens in the chat. I'm just being wholesome and comfortable. It's a self-care day. I don't know what y'all gonna do with that information of the hoochie daddiness. I'm gonna just sit here and sit down and sip my drink. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, what's that? What's that? Oh, that's I like that. I like the emote. You made that yourself? Wholesome short. Molly, name three unwholesome. Matter of fact, name two unwholesome. Name one unwholesome thing I've said all day. I've said the entirety of the con. Name two unwholesome things I said for the entirety of the con. Because I am quite flabbergasted by these assertions that you make of my extravagant character. I try my best to live above it. And I will not stand for this besmirching of my character. Welcome back there.
Hello, kind people.
Hello.
Raises highbrow. Wholesome. I don't know what happened, but that man is wholesome, and we're gonna leave it at that. Okay. Boom. There we go. It said, now that's service. Now I'm not an artist. So you know my opinion on Hoochie Daddy Dilemma. Hoochie Daddy. What happened?
Oh, I was just describing because Practical Dancer came and said, this fit is fire, and I was like, yeah. I came with my robe, my silky robe, my Hoochie Daddy combo.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wasn't gonna stand up because I don't know what y'all gonna do with that information. I don't know what y'all heathens are gonna do. I'm wholesome. I'm just here, Melanin King, melanating the kingness on them. That's it. I don't know what you guys would. Information.
You know what I'm saying? Can't do it. Can you turn up his audio? My audio?
I turned you up.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry that I talk so low. Chat. My apologies. We do have another question. So King Jaden says, favorite food or meal to eat? Sir, I will let you take that away.
Favorite meal to eat.
Favorite meal
right.
Or food?
Since I am a home practicing vegan, I will give you two options. What a non-vegan and vegan. So non-vegan will always be a Cajun Rasta pasta. Cajun Rasta. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. That's actually good. But I'm thinking about stuff that I make. But I'm gonna say somewhere else. It's a Longhorn Steakhouse makes this like pan, like crusted, pan-seared chicken, right?
Okay.
It's drizzled with a like nice creamy sauce, and you get like double order of broccoli. So I enjoy that. I love me my chicken, But for vegan, I make this nice vodka sauce, like it's vegan pasta sauce, like vodka pasta.
Okay.
But it's real vodka in it. You know what I'm saying? I make it fresh, coconut milk, all that stuff, crushed tomatoes, chef. Fire. And, it's a little mad, little good. You know what I'm saying? I usually, eat that for like 3 days and stuff.
3 days, you know what I'm saying?
3 days.
That definitely sounds delicious, for real, and I need that in my life. There's two things personally that I enjoy. Any version of pizza is always going to be one of my favorite foods, right? Because I feel like pizza is one of those. Does everyone have a nostalgic food? Pizza. Do you have one? What is your nostalgic food?
My nostalgic food, and I don't care how old I get or how, it will always be a damn grilled cheese.
Ooh.
Like grilled cheese, cut diagonal, crispy edges, gooey inside. That will always be hands down. I don't care how old I get, how full I am. If I have me a nice grilled cheese, it don't even have to be double decker, triple decker. It could just be a regular 2 pieces, at least 3 pieces of cheese, because it got to be ooey gooey.
Right.
Oh, I'll sit here and I'll eat that like delicioso. Like I'll sit there and be happy.
That is a good one. I will admit I did not think about that, but that is definitely a strong one. And honestly, I feel like the pizza one, because my nostalgic food is always going to be pizza, and only because, like, my mom, again, I didn't grow up with a dad. I don't know this dude at all, right? And so my mom, she worked like 2 or 3 jobs, and so every Friday that she had off, which was very fucking rare, right? But the time that she had off, what we would do, it was always the same thing. We would go rent movies, we would get pizza, and then we'd sit in the den and we would watch movies and eat pizza, right? You know what I'm saying? And drink Kool-Aid and all that stuff or whatever. And so me personally, like, pizza is always my go-to. Like, if I want to feel like, you know, I've had a bad day, I can't even talk. I have a bad day and I just want to, like, hang out and just kind of feel better or, like, feel safe, then I'll order me a pizza with all the toppings and all the shit that I want, and I'll sit down and watch a good movie. So personally, so far as a food goes, that's definitely my go-to. Now, so far as a meal, the one meal that always, and I can eat this hot or cold, it doesn't matter, but macaroni and cheese and fried fish with some greens, if you want to get to my heart, if ladies, for any ladies that's out here that's interested in the bear, and mind you now, I know there's not a lot of you, right? But I'm just saying, for the ones that are interested, if you want to like swoon me and get me done, you make macaroni and cheese, some good mac and cheese, some baked macaroni and cheese, some fried fish, some greens, and then if you top it off with some carrot cake, you got me, ma'am. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm done. I'm done. Right? If you want me to put some Hoochie Daddy shorts on, I'll put them shits on right now. What do you need from me, ma'am? What do you need from me in order to make you feel better about what you just did? It's just dead ass serious. It's one of my favorite fucking meals. It sounds weird, but it's nostalgic to me. Like, it reminds me of better times. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Ooh. Girl, I'll give you some bush dick with that one, for real. Like,
that's a fact. Like, I ain't gonna front. Alfredo's one of those things too. Like, you make a good Alfredo, I'll give you whiskey dick without whiskey.
Ooh, right?
It's something about food. It's something about food. Like, it could be anything. Like, pizza is amazing. I love pizza.
Right.
Like, we make pizza at my job fresh, which is like you know when it got the random bubbles.
Oh,
you know it's fresh.
Like New York pizza?
I don't want that slice. I want that slice.
Like the real New York pizza? You know what I'm saying? Like the slice that you get at 3 o'clock in the morning when you walked into the corner bodega.
Boy. Remember the food trucks? The chicken over rice? Oh my goodness.
Bruh.
Listen.
I'm a firm believer. Let them know. Go and let them know, sir.
I'm going to be honest, man. It don't matter. Like, if I will go to anybody's house, and this is not just an open invitation. This is being honest. Like, the girl was like, "Hey, we can hang out, and watch a movie." I'm like, "Hey, no, I will cook you food. I will go over there, and you could be like, if you used to be like, sex is on the table, I'd be like, listen, it was you fed me, I'm yours. Like, take it. You filled me up. It's your turn. Yes. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to be fed and full. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what I'm saying."
So, brother, I have a question, right? Mm-hmm. Is the best hot dog not a food truck or just a cart hot dog at 1 o'clock in the morning after the club? Is that not one of the best hot dogs you've ever had?
All food after 12 a.m. in New York that comes from a truck that you're not sure where they wash their hands at, but it's just amazing.
Tacos too. That's another one that'll get me. Oh man, if you can make me street tacos at home, ma'am, what position would you like me in? I consider myself a dominant man. What position would you like me in, ma'am? You make me street fucking tacos. Like, I will give you whatever version of this dick that you want on some real shit. Like, you even gotta just, again, tell me and I'll do what's necessary. For real. That shit is, oh my God, it's so good. Step roll me a blunt and scratch my scalp. Oh no. I mean,
that's dangerous.
That is dangerous. That's the type of shit to get you married. For real.
Listen, Man, I got my hair braided like 2 weeks ago, and the lady like shampooed and conditioned my scalp. I was looking at her like, listen, I don't know what you doing with them hands back there. She was on my head ass, when the little back part of it with the cheek of my scalp. And she was out here just in there. I'm like, listen, man, if you scratch one more time, you gonna have another kid.
Right. I need you to chill, ma'am, because I'm gonna shoot up a club and it's gonna be a problem. All right.
Listen, when I shoot the club up, I shoot the whole block, the whole block radius. Like
everybody.
Fucking supermarket, the bank, the dog park. Everybody getting got.
Everybody.
High rises, everything white.
Everything out there, motherfucker. Melanin Gamer, I'm just saying, like, and I'm gonna tell you why. Me personally, right? The reason why food is one of the ways to my heart is mainly because there's something that goes into like actual good food. This effort, right? It's the effort, it's the time, it's the thoughtfulness of like preparing a meal for someone else. And then on top of that, take all of that out of it, the very fact that you're concerned about me eating. You know what I'm saying? That I am getting energy, that I am fulfilled, right? There's some subliminal, message associated with that me personally, I can't like look over. Like, for instance, if you come to my home and you say, you know what, I made an awesome meal and I want to bring you a plate. What that speaks to me is that not only do you care about me eating, but you care about my well-being overall. Because again, we're talking about one facet of my well-being, but regardless of the fact, you took the time out of your day to care about this one part of my well-being. How can I overlook that? Yes, I'm going to lay you down and give you everything that you fucking want tonight. And if I can't give it to you at this moment, then I need you to tell me so I can give it to you. It's like you said, literally, it's the concern for me. Exactly. It's the concern. It's the wanting me to be okay. Because I want you to be okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do what I can to make sure you're good. So if you reciprocate that to me, then by all means, yes, I care. Yes, I want to make sure you have what you need. Of course. Of course I am. It's just what it is.
Yeah. Listen, you feed me, I'm eating you. That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. I don't care how long, and like I'm gonna feel till I'm done. At that point, you giving me the meal. It's the buffet. I'm gonna leave when I'm done eating. You be sitting there like I'm done. No, you're not. We got two more days to go through.
Right. We about to have a whole ass dessert out of this motherfucker. Stop playing for me. You know
breakfast, lunch, dinner. Second, then it's lunch, then it's snack, then it's like pre-break snack. When you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, then you gotta get a little something snack on.
A little bit. It's like V Purple is saying, like the equivalent exchange. Yes, that's really what it is. Because it's funny, because again, we live in a society where it's all about what can you do for me. Like Eddie Murphy said, like, what have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real thing. Like people really feel that way, but they equate it with like money. You know what I'm saying? With like bills and stuff like that. I don't need all that stuff. Honestly, the only thing I require out of a relationship is for you to have a actual care for what's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to pay my bills. I need someone to say, hey, it seems like you were pretty down today. Are you okay? Hey, I know that, you're on a different diet, so I made you something associated with this diet. Or, hey, I'm just going to simply ask you what's going on in your world right now. It's that small shit that matters to me the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the rest of it. I could care less. The very fact that you went but out of your way to make sure that I was just basic necessities good is the shit that matters. For real. Like that's fuck everything else. For real. Melanin Gamer said, damn, I want one of these homemade shrimp burgers I made. Oh man, like that'll get your cheese clapped faster than anything else, for real. A homemade shrimp burger, girl. I'm heading over to that house right motherfucking now. All right, leave the door unlocked because I'm just walking in that bitch for real, for real.
Said, I'm here.
I am here right now, right now. Let me see, King Jaden. Well, we answered that one, boss. I know mine was pizza, and Prize. What was yours again? Your favorite food? Is it Alfredo?
A lot. Alfredo.
We did say a lot.
Any Fredo of the any food of the Fredo tree.
So okay. I have a question for the chat and then for you, brother. What is your favorite pasta?
I'm gonna your answer. I'll be right back.
He said, "Let me go check right quick." I don't know what it's called, but there's one pasta called. It's like elbow noodles, but it's like spiral elbow noodles. You know what I'm talking about? It starts with a C, but that's
that's my favorite one too.
Is it really? Oh my god, it's so good. Yes, that one right there. Bro. Oh my god, it's so fucking good, yo.
Celentani is amazing.
Oh my god,
so much pasta.
Yes, it holds the sauce. It holds the flavor. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, y'all got two niggas that can cook talking about food all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? It's we out here right now. Like, oh my god, that shit is so good, so fucking good. Oh
yeah.
So connect with me in the soul energy and level. I'm so yes for sure. I really love lasagna. Lasagna is good. I like lasagna. Lasagna is one of my actual favorite dishes to cook. Ravioli is another good one. I see that in both chats. Is that pho?
Ravioli.
So hold on. What's actually different about like pho noodles? Because someone explained it to me one time, and it's not that I didn't get it, but like I just don't remember. Like what's the difference between ramen noodles and pho noodles? Is one like thick? Is it umami that's in pho or no? Does anybody know?
Oh, you actually for pho and ramen?
Yeah, what's the difference between pho noodles and ramen noodles? Because there is a fundamental difference.
So, I mean, aside from the name, pho is like is pretty much like usually done with like rice noodle, and like
so there we go.
Ramen is usually done with like wheat noodle,
like egg noodles.
Yeah, egg noodles or wheat noodles. It's like one is. I mean, it all depends. Like, it's different ways to make them, but like they're different like substance.
Right.
Like some people usually make pho with like rice, and then like ramen. I've seen with wheat. I've seen it with like egg. Like I've seen a lot of different types of noodles, but like their consistency is very different.
Right. Okay. I did it with some difference, but I wasn't sure. Miss Donkersoy asks, so how do you like your steak? Ooh, I know this one is like a make or break for a lot of folks. So I'll let you go first.
When I did eat steak, medium well. Depending on the cut. It really depends on the cut, but medium well, that's it. I mean, well done people. I see people get well done steaks. There's nothing wrong with it. I just loses a lot of its buoyancy.
Yeah.
Steak be looking like hockey pucks.
You're absolutely right. I think I agree. Like medium well is kind of where I stand with it too. But as you stated, it is a lot about the cut. Like for instance, when we were out for a Korean barbecue or whatever, like the bulgogi or whatever, that I wanted like not well done, but like right before well done. So like, you know, the medium, whatever. But then like the oh my god, the spice. Well, not the pork belly, because they gave us that spiced like steak or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, the marinated steak.
Yeah, the marinated steak. See, that I wanted well done. You know what I'm saying? And again, it changes the consistency. Like it makes it like a little more chewy, obviously. But again, it really just like you said, it really depends on the cut because there's some meats that I like. If it was a sirloin steak or something like that, oh yeah, definitely medium well. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'll even take medium with that, and I'll fucking roll with it. But like when it comes to like other cuts of meat, I don't know. Like I tend to lean towards like the more well side of things, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it's pretty simple. I mean, you like what you like, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing with like chicken. Like I wouldn't, chicken has to be cooked a certain way. Like, that's chicken. But like shrimp, same way. Like, everything has a cook time. But steak has always been one of those things that's like it's cooked, it's edible. It has a wider range. Like chicken can't be pink in the middle. You can't eat pink chicken. Like that's bad.
That's salmonella.
Same thing with shrimp. Yeah. Like steak has a different, a wide range. Like people eat rare, like medium rare. And I was like, hey, that's you. I just not gonna do it. The only thing I'll eat damn near raw would be like sushi or pussy. Like that's it.
Yeah. Now the pussy, I definitely agree with you. You want to hear something?
It has its natural oils and herbs and things.
I mean, there's a reason why me and you both have beards. So that's all I'm gonna say. All right,
I bought this on eBay.
You bought your beard on eBay, did you?
It comes.
You know what I'm saying? This is really clean up.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna say something to my chat because the people that know that my chat and my community and stuff like that, we're more eccentric to like, we're more associated with like anime and like Japanese culture and stuff like that. But I do not like, and again, y'all can hate me for this. That's fine. I do not like raw sushi. I don't like it. And again, it's my personal choice. I have a thing about textures, but like, I have such a problem with raw sushi. I've tried it, and the taste is there, and I thoroughly enjoy the taste, but it's the texture that fucks me up, and I cannot do it. Cannot.
I agree. I agree with that. I mean, being a texture eater like that makes perfect sense. Like. It's a difference. Like you tried it and didn't like it. It's different when people who just like, oh, I can't eat it. It's terrible. Like, but you tried it. You tried your best, and it just didn't. It didn't work for you. Right. I've tried it in combinations. Like, get like a cooked like lobster. Like it's like cooked lobster, and then have like a little bit of salmon on top. Like it's in a combination. But I've never really been. Let me get a salmon roll.
Yeah.
When I'm just chewing straight like salmon.
Yeah. Like it's so weird.
It's just like I'm a very big texture. It took me like 22 years to eat avocados.
Yeah.
Because the idea of how firm it is when you get an avocado and then you cut it and then now it's like slices that look firm and then you take a bite of it and just.
It's mush. That. Yeah, it's just mush.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like the shaggy dog roll. I got it got fried shrimp. But see, anything fried, like I'm all about it because and again, Pride, you let me know how you feel about this, but to me, I understand the texture, so when I eat it, I'm not confused. You know what I mean? I think what a lot of texture eaters is that we get confused by stuff because it looks some way, but it's something completely different. Or there's two textures inside of one thing. Nah, I can't fucking do it, yo. I have tried, and it does not work out in my favor. It tastes like, okay, again, I'm going to say something, and apparently this is blasphemy to be black and feel this way, but I can't do cheesecake. I cannot do it. I don't give a damn how delicious it is because it is truly delicious. I cannot fucking do it because the texture fucks me up every time. I look, I see the look in your face, sir, and I understand.
I'm just processing.
I can't do it.
You're texture sensitive. I'm hearing that. Like some people are very like texture eaters, and then some people are very texture sensitive. So what you're saying is that like I'm hearing the level of texture sensitive you are. That's it. Like it's listen. It looked good. It looked like it's gonna be something that's gonna hold up, and then you put it in your mouth, and it's just like baby food.
Yeah, like my brain goes all haywire because Tara said cream of wheat and grits. I can't do neither one of them. I can't.
Hey, you're texture sensitive.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Can you eat brownies? I mean, not brownies. Bananas.
Yeah, I can actually do bananas, but because again, I think I've been eating them long enough that my brain like understands what they expect.
Accepts it.
Right. But like anything
new,
yeah,
anything new is probably gonna be like, man,
hell no. You know, and purple was funny. I can do oatmeal, but I can't do grits. And even oatmeal is a 50-50 to me, but I've been eating oatmeal for so long that it doesn't bother me anymore. Grits, on the other hand, I'm like, because people are like, oh man, do shrimp and grits, and I'd be like, hell no, hell no, and it's delicious. I try to explain this to people, and they're just like, oh, you just don't like it. I'm like, no, you don't understand. It genuinely is fucking delicious. I can taste every spice. I can taste all of it. Oh my god, it's so good. But the texture on my tongue literally fucks it up every fucking time, and I can't do it. Can't do it. Ugh.
That's great. Yeah, I'm not as extra sensitive as that, but I think I became more fat ass, and I think that overruled some of my texture sensitiveness. I was like, once I had avocados and like I was able to eat them, I was like, oh shit, I can have guacamole now. I can eat a whole lot of extra shit. Then it's just like, I'm about to eat everything.
Yeah, that shit is wild as fuck. Motley, have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate your face. Had a blast with you at the con, so I hope we get to do that again. For real. That's awesome. My mouth, you see my mouth is just sensitive. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Like, you know, there's something else that I really can't fucking do, and apparently this is big in a lot of the communities that I'm associated with, like family members and stuff like that. I can't do flan for shit. I cannot do it. I have tried.
It's not even like, I don't think it's a texture sensitive. I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
You don't like it at all?
I just don't like it. Like I saw Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I was like, oh, flan, beautiful flan. I tried it. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, it's
I was just like, I think one of the things is like, I don't like, and I think I've always been this way, I don't like hype. I don't like hype behind things. Like if somebody sets this like thing to this like a highest like pedestal, oh my god, it's like flan is like the best thing you ever have. Like, and then I have it, and it's just like mid. To me, it's just garbage. Yeah. To me, it becomes garbage. Like I'm like when they came out with that Popeye's chicken sandwich, and people were like killing each other for Popeye's chicken sandwiches. I had the Popeye's chicken sandwich, and I was like, it's just chicken.
Yeah.
On bread. Like I'm thinking like I was gonna grow taller and fly or some shit, because the way people was talking about it, like it was crazy. And I had it, and I was just like, oh, this is just a sandwich. Like it is some of the better sandwiches, but based on hype trajectory, based on taste, it was awful.
Yeah.
You know, if McDonald's comes out with a chicken sandwich, it'd probably be better because it's McDonald's. I don't expect them to have some great ass shit. They literally give you a pre-packaged chicken sandwich patty and throw hella mayonnaise and lettuce and be like, here's a McChicken. Choke on mayonnaise and one piece of lettuce. Like, they give you that. Right?
Choking that mayonnaise is gross. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Bow.
So Ari has another question. That when and how did y'all meet? Ooh, that's a good question.
I know. I actually know. You know.
Okay, so I don't know the exact thing, but what I do know for sure is that we have crossed paths for several years, way before we actually got up and had like a full-fledged conversation. I know that for a fact. So you go ahead and you explain this, because I'll tell you what I know afterwards.
Oh, obviously I got this. So it was like the dawn of 2018, maybe before that.
I think it was 17.
And it was maybe 17. It was a streamer by the name of Mick Moblin. Mick Moblin raided another streamer called Toriki, and Toriki raided into Straight Outta Tokyo. And I was like, oh, damn, I just got the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am of blackness. Like, I just went from nigga to nigga to nigga. And I was like, oh, shit. Oh, they're back. I was like, oh, shit. I'm sitting here like, we got all of this stuff going on. And it doesn't cease to amaze us. Look at this.
Look at this bullshit over here. It's fine. I'll fix it later. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah, it's all right. If you need the bot, I got you. You have the follow bot thing?
No, I don't have it, but
here you go. Here you go. That link in my chat.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you can just do that right there. But
okay.
Just to make things, when I came across, I was like, oh shit, if you cool with Moblin, you cool with Toriki, you cool with Toriki, you cool with So I was like, oh shit. I came in there, and then it was just anime. Like, it was unrefutable evidence of anime culture, and I was like, I want that shit. I like that shit. Gimme. And here I am.
Yeah.
Black man. Big old black man.
And honestly, now thinking back on it, you're right. I remember it being the same thing, because I remember when y'all came over from the streams or whatever, I think after you followed me, I went back and followed you, and then that started the whole like cycle of like crossing paths. Because what a lot of people don't know is that me and Prod were at BlurCon one year and literally were around the same fucking people at the same fucking time, but and like, again, like within minutes of each other, being right there by each other, to the point that when I did my first panel in 2018 at BlurCon, I remember leaving the next day and like someone was like, oh, well, do you know Prod? And I was like, yeah, I know Prod. He comes to my stream all the time and stuff like that. I've been to his stream. And this motherfucker was literally across the street. This is no bullshit. This man was literally across the street when I was leaving. And I was like, nigga, I saw you. And he was like, nigga, I saw you too. And then literally that's when it came back. It was like, bro, we got to do something together. We have to talk. We have to get together. We have to really like do this. And ever since then, me and him have conversations about, man, it'd be great if we had a pod. It'd be great if we had conversations and stuff like that. And I think, what was it? We officially kicked everything off so far as the podcast about 2 years ago now. It's been about 2 years that we've been doing this. So ever since like 2020, like right when COVID hit, is when we decided to really just do this and take this off. So it's crazy now that I think about how many times we actually crossed paths. Because if I'm not mistaken, even after 2018, there were several other events that we ended up being at the same time, but never actually got to get up. It's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, first off, cons have terrible connection.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Awful. I feel like in order to have a con, you have to have terrible connection. Like, that's how you decide that you're having a con there. If you have good connection, there's no point of having a con there. Like BlurCon, amazing upstairs, amazing on the main floor. Once you go where the arcade games are, it's over. You can't find nobody. Can't call nobody. Can't text nobody. You lost.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, because I remember leaving and being like, damn, man, I didn't get to get up with like several people, and you were one of them. And then when I got home and you said that shit, you was like, nigga, I saw you leaving. I was like, bruh, I saw you literally on that same fucking corner going into the fucking convention and stuff like that. I was like, bruh, I saw you. That was fucking wild as shit. So yeah, it was definitely wild. It was definitely wild, for real. But what I will say, and I've said this several times, sir, and I'll say it again, I'm very appreciative of the fact that we decided to actually do this and keep going, because we've had moments where, you've had stuff going on, or I've had stuff going on and stuff like that. But no matter what the situation was, we always doubled back and did this and like had conversations and really were just sharing ideas and stuff like that. Like it means so much to me. You have no fucking idea, brother, how much I value your perspective on things, as well as everyone in the chat here. Because again, whether it's my chat or your chat, you all bring a unique perspective to a lot of things that we talk about. You know, so again, big shouts out to each and every last one of you, because we couldn't do what we do without y'all, for real. So hell yeah. So how often do we do this? Oh wait, he answered that. Okay, yeah. So
sometimes do it once a week or twice a month. Depends.
Yeah.
We haven't really locked down days, you know. Some shit happens, you know. Sometimes niggas be tired. Sometimes I get occupied playing Apex with Ari. Ari's a wonderful Apex player. She carries me every time. She puts me in the backpack, gives me like a juice box, and then we just win. I don't know what's going on. I just be out there with like a little toy gun, like bang, 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 bang. And they're like, we won. I was like, yay.
Yay. See, I like that.
Yeah.
I love that. I really do. God, man. You know what I will say as well, brother, is that we have very awesome communities. For real. Like I love coming to your channel and then watching you like interact with all the people in your community. I love the people in my community that come and interact and stuff like that. And honestly, I really can't fucking wait until we're both at like a SOT cookout or SOT/Pride cookout, and we get all these wonderful people in one spot. I think it's going to be fucking awesome, and I truly can't wait for it.
Oh, of course, man. I'm just trying to have, I don't know. But I'm trying to have my own tent, trying to smoke in it, trying to have a good old time. Only people allowed in my tent has to have silky robes. And there'll be silky robes when you walk in. It's like, a little, walk in like when you walk to those medical facilities, you gotta put the little hazmat suit on. But you got the changing station where, you covered up, you go into your little cubicle, little booth, like, boom, go in there. Come out with a silky robe. You know what I'm saying? That's all I mean.
Aaron said we're big fans. You know something else we have to do for real, and I want to make a video about this. I want me and you to go to H Mart. Like, if people don't know about H Mart, H Mart is like the mecca of like Asian and like just different culture, like food marts Asian or whatever. Cuisine. Oh man, it's so good. I think because if I'm not mistaken, who went with us the last time? A lot of said, "Oh, so you know about H Mart." H Mart is the truth. H Mart is one of those places where you can go grocery shopping, and then they have a cafeteria where you can go and have like all the Asian like foods or stuff like that, like Korean barbecue, Korean fried chicken, or ramen, or like anything that you can fucking think of, even the fucking hot dogs that you can get, man. And it's restaurant quality food. Like, it's so good. It's restaurant quality food in a fast food like shell or whatever. Yeah, it's so fucking good.
I'm not gonna lie, and I can admit to it because I haven't done it in a long time, and it's statute of limitations. I've stole so many ramen bowls from H Mart in Fort Lee, New Jersey. I will give you specifics. I stole so many bowls. Them big old bowls. You know how good. You know what? I use them for cereal. You know how much cereal I could pack into a ramen bowl, bro. We're not talking about like the rinky dinky ramen bowl. We talk about the authentic broth masked up ramen pack. Naruto swirl. We got everything in there, pickled, all that. Good.
So good.
I filled it up with a whole box of cereal and filled it up with Milky. And I was like,
it's life.
This is what I did. This is love. This is life. This is all I need.
Yes.
All I need is stolen ramen bowls. Who uses plate? You need everything in a bowl.
You know what's something else? And in my it's crazy as fuck that we're prefacing this as stealing, right? But if there's anything worth stealing at H Mart, if it's not the ramen bowl, it's the fucking chopsticks. Bruh. Have you ever had because I personally, I don't know about everybody else, but personally, I like thick chopsticks. Like, I don't like the little thin, like, pull apart ones. I like the ones that I actually like have some this sounds hella problematic, but like girth to them, because I have big hands. So like for me to have thin chopsticks, this doesn't work for me. So like the thicker ones that you only get at the good restaurants, oh man, if I find some of those to buy, I'm buying a whole pack of them shits and putting them in my like fork and spoon and knife drawer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come to my house, you're gonna find a bunch of stolen chopsticks. That's for damn sure. That's not even shut your ass up. That's not it's not even a game, right? You're going to find it.
Just saying, be out here girthy.
I mean, look, I know what I bring to the table and what ladies have told me that they enjoy about the time that we spend together. And so naturally, I go through and find things that I associate with, if that explains anything about the bear. So we're going to leave that alone. So, yeah. Should I play the music? Hold on, I got you. Yeah.
Let me smash.
All right, so, but no, for real, I thoroughly enjoy being a thief. When it comes to age parties.
I didn't expect that.
Didn't see that coming, huh? Yeah, that's what we did.
You should be that thief.
Oh, shit.